Hey you guys, I hope you're having an awesome day so far. It is Tuesday, and so here I am with Just the Tip Tuesday, and I know it's later than I normally do this video, so I'm hoping that this still works for you. I do appreciate the messages, guys. You've been reaching out asking if I was going to do this video today. It has been a little bit of a gong show, especially with the long weekend, and then there was just some things that went on today that needed my attention and that I needed to handle, and also some quality time with other people in my life that was much more important at that stage, but I did want to make sure that I am honoring what I say I will do, you guys. So that is true in all things in life, and so I'm coming on here and I'm jumping on to do this live for you, and this Just the Tip Tuesday is going to cover all things nutrient dense foods. So it is 6 ways to add more nutrients in your life and how to make that easier for you so it doesn't feel like such a chore and such a burden all the time. So we're going to dive straight into it. What I'll do is there's a full article that you can read after this video, and I'll put it in the comments below. You can click that and it has a ton more information in there. It's got a cute little graphic that I know you all keep commenting on, so thank you for the kind feedback. And it's just a really nice thing to save, to refer back to. And with these weekly tips, you know, you can make these small lifestyle changes that actually make such a difference in the long run. So I'm really excited to jump into it with you guys. It's Just the Tip Tuesday, 6 ways to eat more nutrients. We're going to start with number 1. So this is make them convenient. It is really hard. I don't know if you've ever tried to, when you're on the road or when you need to grab something quick, it's really difficult to find something that's really nutrient dense. And so what I mean by that is, you know, there's the proteins, the carbs, and the fats, but all these other vitamins and minerals as well that can be in our food. And the importance of those in our body and in its daily function is quite high. And so if we don't pay attention to that and we just fuel our body with these empty calories and these empty foods, we may notice that we're not performing at our best. We may notice that we're lethargic, feeling that afternoon slump, and it's just something that is really difficult to do if you're trying to, in a pinch, grab something that's going to actually like fuel your body. So the number 1 tip is make them convenient. Chop up some celery, some carrot sticks, have some things handy in the fridge, ready to grab and go. Have that fruit washed. Have it cut up. Instead, like, it does no good sitting on the counter and then going a little bit bad and then ending up in the freezer. I know that we all do it, but let's try and get away from that. Let's try and break the status quo. So that is the first one. Make them convenient, make it bulletproof so that you don't run into excuses and that you don't find you're always like searching for something super nutrient dense. When you're hungry as well, the worst thing that you can be doing is trying to prepare all this food and trying to put something together. So I really recommend making it convenient for you. Also, this little tripod thing might fall over. It's like doing this weird shaking thing, and I'm in a completely new setup, and so I hope it doesn't, but if it does, you're going to get a nice shot of the roof, and I apologize in advance. Number 2 for Just the Tip Tuesday is eat these nutrient-dense foods right at the beginning. So start your day with them. You are then going to set yourself up to make smarter choices throughout the rest of the day, and your body's ready to absorb them. You've just gone all of this time when you've been asleep without putting food into your body. So I do really recommend starting your day with nutrients, allow your body to absorb them, and then it sets you up to make those smart decisions because your body will crave more of it. Your metabolism will start to fire, and it will be reaching for more nutrients in other foods, and it will be able to absorb them a lot better because you've almost like picture it as priming your stomach and priming your digestive system ready to take in all that good stuff. So try and start your day with them. An easy tip for this one, and you can see a ton of recipes in the link if you click below, but a smoothie, guys. So a shake. I never used to be a smoothie or a shake person. I still do like to wrap my hand around a big thing of food and eat it and chew it, but if you are wanting to start your day with nutrients, put it all in a blender and shake it up in like the Magic Bullet, Blendtec, Vitamix, whatever you have. No excuses. Again, put it in there, load it with nutrients, and then drink that up to start your day. Number 3 is eat that nutrient-dense food first in your meal. So if you picture yourself with a plate of food, and let's say it's a protein, so some sort of meat or beans or something like that, a fish, and then you have vegetables loaded with nutrients, so think leafy greens, eat those first and allow your body to start absorbing them. There's a whole series of other things that we can get into where you will notice an imbalance if your body isn't actually taking in the nutrients it needs. But when we eat them first, we're likely to send signals to our brain which are going to make us feel satisfied. They're going to make us feel full. Our digestive system will thank us because it's taking that food and it knows what to do with it. And so strive to eat those nutrient-dense foods first, and then follow it with whatever else you have on the plate. So I do recommend heading over to the article for this one and doing a little bit more reading on that. But if you just need a rule of thumb, if you picture a plate and hopefully you've loaded it up with nutrient-dense vegetables, try and eat them first. Sometimes if you're having like breakfast, for example, eating the fruit first before you eat the heavy meal is also a really good idea. So just keep that tip in mind and try it out. See how your body reacts, see how you feel, watch your energy levels, and notice if you think your body is taking those nutrients in and doing something with them because you're eating them first. Number 4 is make them into snacks. So it doesn't mean that you have to eat nothing but carrot sticks and that needs to be your nutrient dense foods. But let's say potato chips or tortilla chips or something that you like to snack on. You can easily make some sort of home style version of that, and you can make them really nutrient dense. Make your own sort of vegetable chips. Or just make some sort of swap. So there are pre-bought vegetable chips you can buy. Maybe switch your unhealthy afternoon snack for something that is loaded with fiber. Just think about this and break it down into small bite-sized pieces, no pun intended, but you can really have a think about like what small changes can I make in what I'm currently eating that maybe will offer me a little bit more nutrients. So I know one person that I was talking to about these tips was recommending like some flax seeds sprinkled on top of something. So let's say you're having a bowl of cereal as a snack, maybe just a little bit of flax seed over the top. So you're adding in some fiber, you're adding in some healthy fat sources, and you're just getting more nutrients in the simplest ways. So really have a think about what you're already eating, what you currently go to, and then ways you can easily add nutrients into it. A great example of this, my morning coffee is something that I always have. And recently I've started adding collagen into it. So it's that easy way. It has no flavor. It's really good for your skin, your hair, and your nails. And a little scoop of that in, and it takes care of all of these other things that my body may be lacking, and it's just a really easy way to get that in. So I really recommend taking a look at what you're currently doing, taking a look at what you're currently eating, and thinking about some ways that you can add some more nutrients in and some vitamins in. Number 5, stick with me guys, we're nearly there. It is don't fear frozen. So often people try and stay away from the freezer section, and there have been a lot of studies on this one. There's actually no harm or no huge difference in the vitamins and the nutrients that we're getting from things like our frozen vegetables and fruits. It does depend which brand you buy, but to be completely honest with you, majority of what you can get in your grocery store that has been frozen is still loaded and packed with that nutrients, and it's in the way that they actually take the vegetable and what they do to it to freeze it to get it to keep in the freezer for a long period of time. They're actually sealing in those nutrients. There are arguments out there that say they're even more nutrient dense than some of the vegetables that we're buying off the shelf. So don't fear the freezer. I recommend having chopped spinach, chopped avocado. Those are great to go into your smoothies. Freeze your bananas. Those are also great for your smoothies. But also have things like green beans, peas, corn, those stir fry mixes, and so that when you're in a pinch, even if you just need a snack, you can just heat up some vegetables that have been frozen, and then you have a really nutrient dense food. It's something that can fill you up, it can satisfy you, and then you're not as in a pinch if you're trying to prep all these fresh vegetables and boil them for a long period of time. I often see people fall off the wagon when it comes to that because the preparation involved is much too labor intensive, and you just want something now. So especially around dinner time, if you've got little ones, I know that can be a crazy time. So have some frozen vegetables in the freezer. Don't be afraid to use them, and really just, again, looking at what you're already doing and maybe adding in some of the frozen veg into that mix. So if you're already having some sort of dinner, just a little bowl of those frozen vegetables just to add more nutrients in. Remember, this isn't about making drastic changes. This is about making small lifestyle changes that are actually going to benefit you in the long run. Okay, here we go. So number 6, Think about it as a way to add flavor and spice to your food. So there are plenty of things where you can get nutrients from when you're just flavoring your food. So instead of picturing it as like a main component of your dish, think outside of the box a little bit and get some inspiration. There are a ton of recipes online, but even something that comes to my mind is like tomatoes. Tomatoes are rich in so many vitamins and minerals, and if we can crush those and put them on top of like toast, or if we can crush those and use some of those into our pasta sauces, maybe we're buying a jar of pasta sauce, but if we can add some of this fresh tomato in, again, we're adding these nutrients. Think about herbs and spices and these other flavoring things that we can add in. They're just going to be fantastic for you. And again, they're not making these huge drastic life changes. They're just to add a little bit of flavor. Fennel, dill, like all of these things, don't be scared of them. Experiment with them a little bit and then just see again how your body feels, how your body reacts to it. If it doesn't like it, then by all means, don't continue to consume it, but maybe you'll notice something that, really helps with bloating for you. Maybe you'll notice something that really helps with these, there's a lot of spices out there that actually help with your immune system and boost that. So there's something to be said for those as well. And I just want to open that mind up and let you know that it doesn't always have to be a big chunk of vegetables on the plate for you to get those nutrients in. So there you have it, you guys. There is the 6 tips for Just the Tip Tuesday, how to eat more nutrients. Again, I'm not asking you to make any crazy lifestyle changes. These are all things that I know you can do. I really appreciate the feedback that you're giving me on these so far, so thank you for that. Thank you for holding me accountable to make sure that I did this live video today and for all your messages there. I will talk to you soon. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.